I said, yeah. If it walk like a duck and it talk like a duck, it's a duck. It's a fucking duck. She didn't like that too much. What's good? What's up? What's popping, guys? It is Teyana Latrice, and I am back with some more tea. So last time I had finished the tea off, and now I have more tea. I think that this is gonna end up being like a 3-part video, and I might tell you like 3 stories per, but like they get wild and wilder as we progress. So get comfy, put your feet up, get your tea, pop your popcorn, get your snacks, and we're about to get into it. The first story that I'm gonna tell, it's not like too juicy, but it was funny to me because something always happened at Hooters. Always happened at Hooters. So there were these little boys that used to come in all the time and try to, like, you know, see the girls or whatever, like do what little boys do. And they came in, and my manager, he was like, you know, we got to get them out. And I was like, all right, cool. So he tried to get them out, and these little boys were bad. Like, I don't know where their mothers were because it was like late at night. Like, it was dark. It was dark outside. So where were your mother? I'm pretty sure your mother's worried about you. Go home. So it got to a point, like so bad to a point where like these little boys try to buck up at my manager. Like they tried to fight my manager. So I snatched one of those little boys up. I sure did. I snatched him up. I snatched him up so quick. And I said, get your ass. You know how your mama used to, get your ass. Let me tell you something. Get your ass. Yeah, basically I had to snatch that child up. And I had to tell him, like, would your mama like for you to be doing stuff like this? And he was like, no, she would not. So why are you doing this? So we get them to get ready to go out, and I could tell the one that I was dealing with wasn't that bad because his friends decided they wanted to one of them grabbed like a hot sauce bottle because we have like Hooters hot sauce. He grabbed a hot sauce bottle when they walked outside and threw it at the window and cracked the bottle on the window. Do you have home training? Do you? And then his friend proceeded to pick up a chair and throw it at the window. Now nothing was broke, but like that was just a little wild. Yeah. I'm gonna get a little close for this story because I need you to understand that there was some BS happening with this story. So one, before I even start this story, the girls that were at my store that were a part of the situation, I do not have any ill feelings toward them, no ill intent, no nothing like that. I think that when you hang around mean girls rub off on you. So they were hanging out around a mean girl, and she rubbed off on them because they're really sweet girls. So boom, there's 2 girls at my job, and they welcomed me with open arms when I first got to my job, and like they're sweet, super sweet girls. So I think it was my manager, the manager that I told you from the last video, that, you know, she wanted to become a manager. Like they send you off to like different stores. So they traded her off for another girl. She was the mean girl. So she comes into our spot, like you could really tell, like she's extremely standoffish, like whatever else. Like I don't beef with her. Like I don't want to talk to her, no nothing, because I know that if something pops off, I'm gonna pop her in her mouth. That's it. You know, it's just real simple. So boom. It's one of the girls' birthday that are at my store. One of the 2 girls I was talking about. We're gonna give them the name.
2,000 years later.
Fuck it. Oh well, I don't know what name to give them, so we're gonna just, you know, anyway. So this girl comes, it's one of their birthdays, so they go out, like they have a good time, they have a sleepover, whatever else. The night of their sleepover, It's them and the girl, the mean manager. And they all go out, and they end up at the sleepover or whatever. And they ended up like, I'm not even gonna say like going off on people, but like they thought it was funny to be mean to people. Like, you know, like when you like haha joke or whatever, like I can do that with my friends, but if I don't know you like that, there's no way in fucking hell that you sitting there throwing shade like that at me. So they started doing shit like that to everybody, and they knew better. They knew better than to do that shit with me. And they really hurt a lot of girls' feelings. So I started going off on people because I was like, why the fuck do y'all think that that's okay? Like, what reason? I have... Yes, I did not need to go off on anybody. I understand that. I know that. I have grown from, I think, from the situation. But I definitely did. I went off. And I made those little girls, I feel like I made them scared. They did not want to fuck with me at all. It was like no real ill intent, but it was very much like, think before you fucking do shit like that. That was more of like the type of thing that I was trying to get across to them, because that could have been somebody's 13th reason. 13th reason. And you were the reason. So yeah, there was that. But that was like a really big thing for like no fucking reason. I have no ill intent towards those girls. I still follow one of them on Instagram. Again, I say they were super sweet girls. I just think there was a ringleader, and said ringleader needed to be brought down a couple pegs. But again, I wasn't trying to lose my job, or else if I didn't give a fuck, I wouldn't give a fuck. So I will tell the crackhead story next week. I'm just gonna give you that heads up. But it's a great story, so don't miss next week. There was a time when a bunch of us were working. I think it was like on a Saturday or a Sunday, because I remember it was extremely busy, and a bunch of people were there. My entire section was packed, and then out of nowhere the power goes out. And it's not just the power goes out for our building, the power goes out for a couple of blocks. So it's still sunny outside, it's still daytime or whatever. Cameras are down, fryers are down, no food can be put out, you know? So we can't take payments, like nothing like that. So it literally gets to a point where it's like, well, all right guys, like eat what you eat. People were tipping real good, because they were like, yeah, you took really good care of us. Like, the money that we were gonna spend here, just take it. I was like, okay. So after all of that was said and done, there was a bunch of people at the bar. The cameras were down. The registers weren't working. We couldn't ring people up. I wasn't behind the bar this day. All I know is that everybody was drunk. There was these old men, and like we were getting them drunk. We were getting drunk. Everybody was drunk. People started leaving, because they said that the power wouldn't be on for like another couple of hours. So I know they lost a lot of money that day, but hey, that's between them and God. So yeah, all of that happened. And then towards the end of us shutting down and everything, my manager, y'all remember that manager that was becoming a manager? Yeah, my manager. She grabs 2 bottles of Hooters tequila, and she's like, let's go to the bathroom. I will not say no to a drink. My manager offered me a drink. I'ma take it. I'ma take it. There were about 4 girls in that bathroom, and we all finished those 2 bottles. That's all I'm gonna say. time. Like, it was a good time. I wish it would shut down more often. I wish that the store would shut down more often so that we could have more fun days like that. But there were a lot of crazy days. Like, I got into a fight in the middle of the floor. If you guys want me to finish that story, make sure you guys like this video. Because the last video hit 20 before I recorded this video, I will tell you the story next week. I got you. Make sure you guys comment and subscribe, and make sure you share with your mama, your daddy, and your bald-headed granny. And I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys so much.